Okay, now today's car tag was supposed to be a lot earlier. It's about 5:15. We're heading over to the gym now. We were supposed to go to the opening of the gym this morning from 9 to 1, but I woke up hella late. I had to go on my morning walk, and so it threw everything off, and we couldn't make it to the event, which is a bit of a bummer, but I think we'll manage. I think we'll manage. We've already had access to the gym way before that, so I think we'll be okay not being there for the ribbon cutting. But I was taking a look at the lighting situation on yesterday's video, and I'm not gonna lie, the red has a little bit, or the lighting has been kind of changing pretty often at the gym. Right now, it's kind of really red, and so it's making everything super, super dark and everything. So it was kind of hard to record yesterday. Actually, it was everything. All of the videos and everything was looking pretty dark. So hopefully they go back to a little bit more of the white lights dominating the space. Just because right now it feels a little bit of a club. Me and Tony, the photographer, were kind of talking about it, and we did kind of notice that. I was kind of asking him about it because I noticed that I was looking hella sunburned. I was looking hella sunburned. I was like, man, I is it my camera? Like, what the hell's going on? And it's because the lighting was just hella overpowering, or the red specifically, the neon red that they have at the gym. So hopefully they go back to a little bit more of a white light. Now they can have a little bit of a mix. It's not bad, but I think going back to the old lighting will be much better. If not, I think we're gonna have to use the sections that are closest to the window that gets the natural lighting. But let's hope that they end up switching them up. It looks like they might, so I think we'll be good to go. We're gonna be testing it out today, seeing how the lighting situation is kind of happening. Hopefully, it's a lot better from yesterday's video because it was pretty dark. Anyways, I was kind of taking a look at some of the IG stories from a few folks that also go to the gym, and I was also taking a look at the gym story and just kind of seeing what was going on. So they had a bunch of different vendors. They had a bunch of people show out so they can kind of take a look at the event. But it was also kind of open to everyone, so even folks can kind of go in there, like today, for example, and test out the gym to see if they like it, and then they can sign up that way. So it looked pretty fun. It looked pretty fun. So right now we're going over there. Now I don't know if there's new hours. I still want to say they're not gonna close early even though there was an event. So I'm expecting that bad boy to be open by the time we get there. If not, we're gonna have to get a day pass at a Planet Fitness or at 24 or something, and then just hope that we can record. If not, try to sneak or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I think they'll be open. I think we'll be fine. Now today is a back day. We're doing back. We're doing shoulders. Now we're going a little bit later than usual, which is not as expected. We're also going a little bit extra because one of our neighbors, she's a little bit on the elderly side. She she had me drive her around a little bit because she wasn't feeling too good, and so she had me drive her around to see if her son was home. To I'm not exactly sure. I don't know the whole backstory. And then she wasn't making up her mind too much, and she also had me drive her to the hospital, and then, or no, back home to the apartment. And then halfway through getting back to the apartment, she was like, you know what, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get to the hospital if I need to go because I don't have a phone. Can you actually take me to the hospital? So we ended up like I ended up taking her to the emergency room. So just in case, I didn't want to just drop her off home if no one's home or whatever. So I was like, yeah, that's what we have to do. So we ended up just dropping her off at the local hospital, so that way she can get treated for whatever is needed. Because she ended up knocking, and I wasn't sure who it was, and it was quite a few knocks, so I wasn't sure if it was like an emergency or whatever it was. So she kind of asked me for a favor, and I was like, you know what, it's fine. It's a Saturday, I'll do you a solid. I'll do you a solid for sure. So we're going to the gym a little bit later. So I gotta actually use the bathroom as soon as we get to the gym, and I had to already pee. And so I told myself, all right, man, you're gonna just hold on a little bit. You're gonna get to the gym and you're gonna use the bathroom, but it took longer because I had to kind of like go around the city. Man, it caught me off guard like crazy, so I'm gonna have to run into the bathroom. I have to run in there, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll manage. I think we will manage. Now for back, I'm anticipating some pull-ups today. I don't think there's gonna be a lot of folks because we're going a lot later. So I don't think there's gonna be too many people. So we're gonna hopefully, crossing our fingers, have the whole gym to ourselves. If we get lucky, or maybe there's gonna be very little people. So we're going to do at least 3 sets of pull-ups is what I'm anticipating. I think that'll do us some good. I'm thinking the first one will be body weight pull-ups, and then the last two will be assisted. I think that'll be pretty good to really warm up the back, really warm up the lats, and then to finish off lats, we're gonna do 2 sets of the crossbody work that you guys know we like to do. Now, the crossbody work is really kind of like an overall lat exercise, but because we're also bringing our elbows super low, we're also targeting we're also targeting our lower lat, which is one of those sections that a lot of people can be what is the word, man? I can't think of the word. Lacking in, for lack of better terms. They're kind of lacking down there. So throw in some crossbody work. Make sure when you're doing that, you're also driving in with your elbow and not your hand. That way you don't get a forearm pump. Now, when it came to back, the number one thing is always driving and bringing the weight in with your elbows and always trying to get a good squeeze, because that's going to get you those gains, and bringing it in with your elbow takes away your arms and everything else, and it really makes your back put in the work and carry the weight. So that's just a pro tip for anyone that's new, or for any folks in general that are maybe struggling a little bit with back. You guys can kind of take a look at my old videos and then kind of compare a little bit. But for sure, I know for sure our form changed, our time under tension, just kind of the way we're kind of going about the set and everything, and also the intensity. Honestly, everything just kind of just went up from there. So we've been putting in some work with our back exercises, and it's been showing. It's been showing. We've been looking a little wide for sure. I won't even lie to you guys. I won't even lie. Now, we're gonna do 2 crossbodies. We're gonna be starting off with our left hand. Now, another pro tip is starting off with your lacking muscle group. If your left hand, your left lat is the one that's a little bit smaller, maybe it's a little bit less strong. Always start off with your weaker side and then match that with your strong side, so that way you can kind of get rid of any muscle imbalance, and you can also kind of keep them both at the same level, because you never want to do hella extra on your strong hand and then neglect a little bit of your less dominant hand, and you'll kind of run into some issues a little bit later on once you start to see more development on one side than the other. So we're going to be starting off with our left hand for those cross bodies, and then we're going to move over to some rows. Now for rows, I think I'm going to do some of the upper rows. I'm thinking 2, 3 sets of those bad boys will do some good. And then we're gonna then do the lower rows. We're gonna grab that little bit of that funky isolation machine and really dig in with our elbows to target that lower back, and really kind of create a tunnel as we're kind of going in to really get that squeeze at the end. So we're gonna do around 5 sets of lats and then 5 sets of back overall. And that kind of includes your rows, your upper rows, your lower rows. And then that kind of really takes care of the whole back. Now, after that, shoulders. It's pretty much the same as usual. I'm thinking we're going to be doing some cable work today, just because why not? I think we're going to do some cable work. I'm thinking 4 sets of some lateral raises. You guys already know we're going to be starting off with our left hand because we want our left side delts to grow just as much as our right ones, because for sure our right side is much stronger. And talking a little bit about just back in general, straps is something I've also been bringing up. Super, super useful. Now, I recently got the EchoVision straps, and for anyone that has those, you guys know that those motherfucking things are hella long. And so what I ended up doing is cutting maybe like about a quarter of the length that it has currently, or it originally had. And so now they're much shorter, and I think that's gonna benefit us way more because, man, before it took so long to wrap up, and it was like it was hell sometimes. It would take me too long. It would take me too long, and it wasn't ideal. So I was like, you know what? Nah, let's cut these up a little bit, and let's hope for the best. Let's hope that they last, even though we cut them up a little bit. If not, EchoVision, man, make some shorter straps, man. We do not need something that long. Let's be honest here. We don't need something that damn long. But we're going to be doing some lateral races with the EchoVision straps because it already has a D-ring attached to it. And then we're gonna be probably doing the same thing with the Echo straps and just doing some reversed, some rear delt. What am I talking about? Reverse, some rear delts with some crossbody work, kind of just going this way. I think that'll do us some good. 4 sets of each, side delts and rear delts, and we're done with shoulders, and we're done for the day. Honestly, we had a pretty good walk this morning, even though it was pretty late. It was around maybe like 9:30, and so man, it took a pretty good chunk of the morning. So that was on us. I got around, I think, 8.5 hours of sleep, a little bit more than that. Man, I need that to happen every day, to be completely honest with you guys. I need to get that much sleep every single day, and my average is typically around 7 hours to 7 hours and 30 minutes. There's some days where it's a little bit shorter, but I try to take some naps to try to maybe mitigate some of that less sleep. But not every day you're gonna be nappy, and I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Anyways, I have the pre already. We ended up picking up some Gatorades on our morning walk. We picked up the Cool Blue, zero sugar. You guys already know we're not gonna be drinking our calories in this damn channel. There's no way. So we got the zero sugar. We threw in some of the leftover pre-workout that we got last time into his bubble because we ran out of the last one that we bought, the new one. Thankfully, I kind of left some in reserve. I kind of thought ahead, but not too ahead because also I just ordered a new pre-workout that's actually a little bit more on the expensive side. I got this EchoVision Dethroner that's going to be coming in on the 26th right here. So it's a little bit far out, so I'm going to have to buy another thing that's going to have to be a reserve until then because it's going to take about a week to get here. So it's not ideal, but I think it's fine. I saw how stacked it was, and I was like, man, I got to give this a try just to give it a try because why not? Because why not? Anyways, I will see you guys at the gym. I'm hoping there's hardly anyone there so that way we can do some nice little pull-ups and then assisted pull-ups to start things off. I'll see you guys over there. Okay, now we made it in. I am going to actually do a quick set on the other one, and then we're going to come and do this one. So let's wrap up, and then I'll see you guys for the body weight pull-ups real quick. Now, I was telling you guys in the car that we were able to actually remind ourselves to cut the straps. So as you guys can notice, they're way smaller. So they were kind of around this length here. But I ended up cutting up to kind of here because they're hella long, it takes super, super long to unwrap. And what sometimes happens is it unravels on me. And so then it kind of becomes a bit of a drag when I'm setting up. And I kind of want to deal with that, to be completely honest with you guys. So I was like, you know what? Let me just cut them up. So what I'm going to do, set these bad boys up. We're going to test them out for the first time right now. Let's hope I didn't fucking cut them up too short. That's not too bad, actually. I'm almost thinking about maybe on back days taking off my watch. It's just,
It kind of gets in the way, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So I think on back there, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to take this bad boy off. It makes it easier for us. Now, let's do that pull up real quick that I was telling you guys about, and then we'll come back over here. Okay. We're gonna do one here, and then we're gonna do assisted after. Let's try to get as many as we can. I kind of already tested this out last time we were here. We're doing chest, and the handles felt pretty good, the angle. So I think we're gonna go from a little bit more on the outer side. Try to get maybe a solid 8, maybe 10, if we're lucky. And we'll see. Yeah, see, it's way better now that it's way shorter, so it's gonna be way more useful now. Before, it used to take me way longer. Wasn't too bad. Now, let's take a 15-second breather, and then we'll hit this bad boy for hopefully 2, 3 more. Is what I'm hoping for now. This shit felt way fucking heavier than before, and that I guess that's what we kind of get when we don't do these as often. Because I think this whole week or last week we did pull down, so we need to be better at doing some pull-ups and pull downs and doing a good mix of both. Okay, let's hit for 3 more. That's enough resting. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Let's move on to the assisted pull-ups now for 2 sets. Then we'll do some cross-body work. Now, like I was mentioning to you guys, this one in particular, this specific assisted pull-up machine, it doesn't have the ability to take off the seat. So you can't really use it for just regular pull-ups, which is a bit of a bummer. But I think it's fine. So what we're gonna do is just put out the lowest weight, which is 25 pounds. You guys already know, if you guys have used the assisted pull-up machines, there's a bit of a difference in weight. The higher you go in weight, the more assistance it gives you because it's kind of dragging up. And the less weight you go, the less assistance it gives you. So it's a little bit of the opposite side. So what we're gonna do is do 25 pounds of assistance, which is hardly anything, but it still gives me just a little bit of a boost to maybe get 3, 4 more. That's what I'm hoping for. All right, let's do it. It also lets me control it just a tiny bit more. Now, I was right. I and it is pretty empty at the gym right now. So I think we're gonna be able to move around pretty freely. All right, wish me luck. There we go. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's take a quick breather for maybe 15 seconds, and then we'll hit it for maybe 3 more. And then we have 1 more after this, so we're still not done with this set or with this specific machine, so get comfortable. So usually the way that I take away my forearm from the movement or my arms in general and I can pull up more is instead of really gripping the weight, I just scoop it this way and I try to keep a loose grip. That way I'm almost just hanging off for the 4 fingers, and it really just helps me bring in my lats a lot more for this specific or for back exercises in general, which is nice. So you guys notice that usually I'm scooping with most of my back exercises. Here we go. It's not bad. Okay. We have 1 more set with the 25 pounds. Let's give you guys a different angle. Okay. Time for our last set of these bad boys. Now, I'm not stepping off of this thing until we get at least 7 or 8. So let's get that. We're gonna stick to the same weight, which is 25 pounds. Hoping for the fucking best here, I'm gonna be honest. Let's see what we're gonna listen to. Lord Pretty Flaco. Where's the ASAP Rocket's gonna get us through this? Now, I'm kind of itching to, instead of do this side, maybe you can just change it up just a tiny bit and maybe hold it from this side. Fuck it, why not, right? Why not? Maybe if I can actually wrap myself right? All right, I did a bit of a bad job wrapping myself, but I think it's fine. Fuck. Yeah. That's as good as that's gonna get. Let's go grab a cable stack and let's do some crossbody work now. Holy shit. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's do some crossbody work now. With this one in particular, I guess this is a time where you actually need the strap to be longer, so just fucking hope that I can. Shit, I don't even know how we're gonna do this, so let's hope that it's long enough for me to grab it properly. Oh no, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I got a little bit scared. I was like, did I fuck up and maybe I cut it just a tiny bit too short where I can't even use it to as a handle? So luckily I thought ahead and I didn't cut it too short because I was kind of telling myself, like, if you cut it too short, you can't go back. But if you cut it just a tiny bit too long, you can always cut an extra little part. So I think that's way better. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna do, shit, I don't even know, huh? Let's see. Let's see how 143 feels real quick. Shit. Feels a little bit heavy. Let's hope for the best. Worst case scenario, we drop set. I think we'll be fine. Watch the stress fucking break on me. There we go. No, you know what we're gonna do? I did cut him too short. Let's grab a handle. We found one, luckily. So unfortunately, I did cut him just a tiny bit too short, which is fine. So we're gonna have to use the handle for sure. Let's also move the mic. It's pretty. Actually, oh, here's way better. Right. I'm not even gonna count the first one. We did maybe like 2, huh? Let's just get maybe as many as we can, and then we'll just match all right with it. Yeah, see, that's way better. Way better. Collectively, we got 7. So let's get 7 on our right too. Okay. That wasn't too bad. One more just like that. For this one, I think we're gonna do 127. I think that'll do us some good. Let's do our last one. Like I mentioned, we're gonna move down a little bit from the What is this? 143 pounds to 127. Try to get maybe another 7, maybe 9, if we're lucky. Now after this, we move over to some rows right behind us, so we got a ways to go. Oh, I'm also gonna be stopping by Safeway after this because I need to pick up some Halo tops, and I also need to pick up some groceries. Now I'm kind of thinking of maybe stopping by the Safeway close to the apartment because they also have a Trader Joe's right next to it. And I kind of want to get some of the bread from Trader Joe's, that one that we've been kind of rocking with, but I think I might just fucking do that shit tomorrow. I'll fucking see. I've kind of been losing track of days, to be completely honest with you guys. I thought yesterday was fucking Saturday, so I'm a little bit out of it. Okay. Let's say 127 first spin. Hope for the best. All right. There goes, I guess. So this. Okay. Let's get the same for this next one. I kind of lost track. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think we did 9 or 10. I think we did 10. I'm gonna call it maybe more 9 and 3/4. To be completely honest. So I think we're gonna try to get the same on our right, if not get the complete 10, which is fine. Okay. Let's do this. After this, we move over to some rows. Now, the last clip that you guys got, or the last clip was a little bit too dark, so I'm just gonna cut it. Just gonna keep this one right here. Let's load up 3 plates. Not 3 plates, sorry. I'm telling you guys, man, I'm out of it. Let's load up 2 plates of 25 and hope for the best. Try to get at least a solid 7 to 8. That's what I'm hoping for. Let's load them up. Let's try to grab the other one. The pins or the sacks where you rack the weight is kind of sideways, so you kind of have to put it at an angle. sometimes hard to take off. You about to head out? Yeah. All right, brother. I'll see you. Okay. Let's try to get 7, maybe 8, and hope for the best. That's not bad. Here we go. So I'll take that with 15. Man, that's 25 so fucking heavy. Holy shit. Okay, now on the second one, I think we're gonna stick to 15. Okay. That's what our second set now. Depending how this one goes, we might do a third one. We might just do 2 and we'll do 3 of the other one. It just kind of depends. Now, like I mentioned, we dropped down to the 15s. We're gonna try to get at least a solid 8, 9 solid ones. I think we'll be able to get there. Let's set up and see how this fucking goes. We're gonna drop the 5s, keep the 10s, and I think we'll be fine with that now. Man, I'm thinking maybe on Saturdays, we might just start coming late. There's hardly anyone here, so it's nice to almost have the gym to ourselves. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's nice to have that. Anyways, I'm gonna take maybe like a 2-minute breather, go drink some water. I'll see you guys for the final set. Let's do our last one. We're gonna take these 45s and 10s for a spin. I think we can get a solid 8 to 10. There's the range we're going for. Let's sit up. Let's go hard. Okay. Now, that wasn't too bad. Let's go. Let's go to the machine right in front of us for 2 sets, and then we're done with back. Okay. It's time that we do this last back exercise. So we're just gonna do 2 sets of these. Now, what I'm gonna do to add a little bit more range of motion is I'm gonna grab that pad. I'm gonna put it in front of here. So give me a little bit better stretch, just because it's this one kind of feels like it stops a little bit too early, maybe like a few inches too early. So to give myself a little bit more range, we're gonna use that little pad. Now I'm gonna grab it. Hopefully I can find it, because I tried to use it yesterday and I couldn't find it. So hopefully we get lucky today. All right, let's go grab that. If we don't drop our AirPod. Okay. We found it. Now, we're just gonna put this in front of us, give us a little bit more range of motion. Looks like I have this on backwards, so let's fix it up real quick before we sit up. The last thing I need is to worry about these straps halfway through the workout, to be honest with you guys. Way better. Gives maybe like 2.5 inches. There you go. Let's get 6 on our right. That was pretty good. I think we're gonna keep using this little extension pad. It felt nice. One, two. That wasn't too bad. Let's see what we're gonna do on the next one. Now, we just did 175. I think 165 will be good for us. Let's give you guys a different angle. Okay. This is our last back exercise now. Like I mentioned, we're gonna go down to 165. I think that'll do some good for us. So let's bring it down a little bit. Let's set up for our left, and then we'll match whatever we get with our right. A lot of that remix. Again, let's do this. Yeah, get up, bro. Okay. Let's get 6 on our right. And then we're gonna drop set in, do it with both hands. And then that's it for back. It's gonna get my ass today. Don't I say that every day? I think this thing kicks our ass every day. And if you're going hard every single day, that's kind of what it's like, honestly. All right, let's get 6 on our right, and then we're gonna drop set this bad boy a little bit. Oh my God. Okay. Just drop to that just a tiny bit with the 150. If we get maybe 2 more. Man, that was a good one. That last one was a fucking a grinder. I won't even lie to you guys, man. Fuck. Alright. Let's hopefully hit this bad boy for maybe 3 or 4 more. Okay. I think that's it for that. Let's go grab a cable stack and let's do some side delts now. We're done with back. Okay. We got our favorite cable stack now. We're gonna take this one for a ride. Now I'm thinking I'm just going for the first one of this, but we're gonna sit here and do 4 of them. Let's see. No way. That's fun. Over 20. That'd be good. Man, this 20 kg is no joke. We got 7 though, which is good. Let's get 7 on our right. And then I'm thinking what we're gonna do is do the 15 kg and then add a 2.5 or a 5. I'm thinking a 5. Add a 5 chest, so it's gonna be 15 kg plus a 5. And I think we're gonna do that one for the rest of the 3 sets that we have left. Let's get 7 on our right now. Okay. That was good. Now, for the remainder 3, I'm gonna go grab a 5. We're gonna do 15 kg plus a 5 pound. We're gonna put in between this cable stack. I'll see you guys for some rear delts up next. I still gotta do 3 more of these. It's been a bit of a fucking long day today. I won't even lie to you guys. But luckily we got to catch up with some homies today. Even though it was a little bit late and there wasn't that many people here. So we're gonna do this last exercise, which is fucking rear delts. Not looking forward to it. I have this little fucking pinch that kind of meets right here, right by my collarbone. It's kind of been giving me trouble whenever I kind of go across my body, which kind of sucks. So I'm gonna try to be careful with this one and just try to make sure I'm not hurting myself while I'm doing it. Because next thing you know, tomorrow I'm gonna be feeling it the most, not today, just because of a little bit of just warming up the area. You won't really feel it till the next day. Anyways, I'm just gonna record the first one. So I'll see you guys for the pump check, but we're gonna stay here for a total of 4. Now, what we're gonna start off with is let's try the fucking 15 kg with the 2.5. If that feels too heavy, maybe we'll take off the 2.5 and go from there. All right, let's start with our left hand. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I think the hardest part of setting this fucking thing up is getting out of the hook. All right, let's get 8 or 9 on our right hand now. Okay. I need to take like a 10-second fucking breather, and then we'll hit it for maybe 1 or 2 more after this. I'm thinking we might either do 3 if I feel like that's enough, or I decide to do a 4th one. After this, I still got to do a little bit of cardio. I'm also going to stretch out a little bit because of my left shoulder. So we have a fucking ways to go. It's a good thing that today is Saturday, so I don't really have to do anything. Well, I don't really have to worry about work, which is nice. All right, those were the extra that we need on our right. Now, for this next one, I am kind of thinking we'll drop the 2.5 and then we'll just do a 15 kg for the last 3. I think we're just gonna do 3 more. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and let's see what kind of damage we did today now. It was a super fucking chill day. I got to really just roam around pretty freely because there was hardly anyone here, which is nice. I was kind of thinking to myself earlier that maybe I'll start coming a little bit later in the day during our Saturday sessions, just so I can avoid some other crowd and we can really just kind of get used to use really anything, which is pretty nice. Now we're gonna stop by Safeway after this. I need to pick up for sure some Halo tops, and then I'm thinking tomorrow we'll just pick up the what is it called? We'll just pick up that Trader Joe's bread in the morning on our walk. I think that'll do us some good. Okay, let's see what kind of damage we did, man. It's What time is it? It's 7:36. We're not really used to being out this late when it comes to being at the gym, so let's see what kind of damage we did. Let's go home. We might not even stop by Safeway, to be honest with you guys. Honestly, we might not. I might just do it tomorrow on my morning walk, just pick up everything kind of in one go. Might as well just go home and then just hang out with the cats for a little bit and enjoy some good food. We should have maybe around 1,500 calories to play with, so we still got some meals left, which is nice. All right, let's see how things are looking. Hold on. Let's try to get better at our posing. All right, let's get one more front side. And I'll take a look at the back and then go home. All right, let's take a look at the back. Our fucking phone is, our camera is fucking dying. This way. Okay, I think that's it. Let's fucking go home. think we're gonna just do some white rice, chicken strips, and I think that creamy Caesar salad that we've been picking up from Food Max and Safeway. Anyways, I couldn't get any footage of today's event because I woke up super late, so I think we're just gonna have to catch the next gym event next time. Anyways, I'm gonna go home. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Remember, don't skip your cardio and stay consistent. I'll see you guys in the next one.